let us welcome the sorting hat.
There's nothing hidden in your head the sorting hat can't see. So try me on and I will tell you where you ought to be. Ravenclaw! Gryffindor!
I thought it sorted me then.
Slytherin! Hufflepuff! Ravenheart! Devin! Better be Gryffindor!
Better take that off immediately. Today, Potterpuffs, we have an exciting video. It's different. It's a new idea that I had. I've adapted it and I'm really excited to share it with you. But before we get into it, the lovely people over at Kap Toys have sent me the real talking sorting hat. So as you could see, I played with that. I put it on my head. It sorts. It opens its mouth. It's the real thing. It sits on my shelf. That's why it's looking a bit empty. It's one of those things, if you're a Harry Potter fan, having the sorting hat is basically #Harry Potter goals. And I love this. I love the way his mouth moves, his eyes, everything about it. He's actually got plastic in there so he stays up looking nice and everything about him is very authentic, down to the patches. Now you can buy this sorting hat on Amazon, Smith's Toys, all of the good toy retailers, and he is approximately £30, but it does depend on what website you're looking at. I will leave a couple of links below so that you can find him. He may be out of stock at the moment. I have been told that he has been very sought after and is out of stock, but he'll be back within probably a week. So keep checking back. I have checked with the guys over at Kap Toys and he will be coming back. So don't miss him. Another thing to mention was that he was sent to me for free to review, and that's why the video today is kind of themed around him, but really he created the idea. But the topic is sorting Friends characters into Hogwarts houses. Could we do a better job with collaborating fandoms here? I had to pick one which I thought most of you guys, and I know there's going to be people out there who watch my channel who don't like Friends, but I was thinking of something that hopefully a lot of you like. So let's see how this video goes. But don't forget to check out this sorting hat. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here, because I do all kinds of Harry Potter creative, fun, lifestyle videos. So hit that notifications bell so that you don't miss my Saturday uploads. Do you want to see this working once more? Because I had it on my head before and I feel like you didn't get to experience this properly. So let's just try it once more.
There's nothing hidden in your head the sorting hat can't see. So try me on and I will tell you where you ought to be. Ravenclaw!
That gets me every time.
Gryffindor! Slytherin! Hufflepuff! Just and loyal! True!
Quick, put it on my head.
Really? Hufflepuff!
Well, that defeated the object of me showing you. I got really excited because it was Hufflepuff. All of my affiliate links are in the description. If you want discounts on things, I have Zavvy links and money off. So if you do like a Potter bargain, don't forget to check down below. That's it now. Let's start the video. So Friends, it's one of my favourite TV programmes, if not my favourite TV programme ever. I have watched it since the age of 12, 11, 10, something like that, on repeat every single night, and I still watch it now. So it's probably coming up to like 15 years of me watching Friends. And I feel like it's my favourite programme, but I do have a few other comedies that are up there, so it's one of those top two. Anyway, it is the perfect show for me to do a video about, to sort the characters. I thought I could do Disney, but it's been done a lot. But Friends, it has not. So I have thought, I almost did some homework on this, and I genuinely put a lot of time and effort into thinking which house would these friends be in. It's open for discussion. If you don't agree with where I sort these characters, tell me down below. Tell me if I'm wrong. You do it anyway, and I'm fine with that. Just tell me what you think of my decisions, because it's a debate. This could go on for hours. We could have loads of comments just debating where we think the friends should be put. And we're going to start off today with Joey. So Joey, he's a difficult person, but also I felt I could quite easily sort him. When he came into my head, some of them I was straight away like Ravenclaw, Slytherin. Joey, He's a Hufflepuff. He's clearly a Hufflepuff. We know that the Hufflepuff common room is near the kitchens. We know that Joey doesn't share food. So we know that he is perfect for Hufflepuff. Maybe not with the sharing part, but the fact that he has such a passion for food. Not only that, but he is fiercely loyal, very trusting, and he's just a good all-rounder. And I kind of feel that's what Hufflepuffs are. They're good all-rounders. Doesn't mean we're not special. Joey's very special, but he suits Hufflepuff down to the ground. Rachel. I feel like I'm going to be doing these too quickly, but usually when I'm going too quickly, I've still made an immensely long video. I was stuck for a little while with Rachel, and that's because basically you could put most of the characters into all the houses for different things, and the same with anyone in your life. You've got aspects of each house, but Rachel seemed to be between Gryffindor and Slytherin. So she's clearly a lovely person, and we know from Cursed Child that Slytherins aren't bad, but they do have often a more cunning, sometimes nasty streak. Not all of them. Rachel doesn't have that, but what we do know about Slytherin is they're very ambitious, and I feel like Rachel is very ambitious. So that's what kind of swayed me a bit towards Slytherin, because of her working her way up the career ladder within the fashion field. But then you think of Gryffindor, and some of you might think, why does she go in Gryffindor? The reason for that is she is quite a brave person. She is very hardworking. The reason that I put her in Gryffindor is mainly because she is very brave, she is courageous, and it might not be in your kind of usual way where she's not fighting dragons or anything like that in Harry Potter, but she's bringing up a child, not alone, but almost. She also had a terrible time with her marriage and then ended up starting a new life in the big city, having to get a job, cutting ties from her family, where she got everything given to her on a plate. And to me, that shows courage and bravery to try something new. So because I could think of more things that she was suited towards Gryffindor in, I put her in Gryffindor. Do you agree with that? Let me know. I'm waiting for the backlash on this video. Phoebe. Phoebe was probably the hardest out of all of the friends to place. Where do you put Phoebe? She has so many different personality traits. She has a lot of strict morals, and she does things very differently to a lot of other people. So there isn't a house in my eyes that easily represents her, because she has parts of like every house. She's very creative, so she could have been in Ravenclaw. Is she particularly brainy? I mean, she is probably, in my eyes, quite well-rounded in her education. Gryffindor, she is definitely brave, and this is the house I placed her in, but then it came up for discussion at work, and they tried to steer me towards Hufflepuff, and I'm not sure anymore. So again, I feel like I need your help. I place her in Gryffindor, and that is because she has been through so much in her life. Her mum dies, she's busking on the street, she's homeless, she does things that a lot of people wouldn't want to do or stand up to do. She's not afraid of who she is, but she has a Hufflepuff side. Phoebe is very loyal, and also, and this is a stereotype which I didn't create, nor did JK particularly, but people have said that Hufflepuffs are very laid back and chill, and they also say that they're quite hippie. I'm not particularly hippie, but Phoebe is, and a lot of Hufflepuffs are. So therefore, I was told she should be put in Hufflepuff. That's controversial. I still feel Gryffindor, but what do you think? Chandler, some of these characters, you think this is going to be easy and you could just go like that and no. But actually, there's so many levels and depth to these characters, more than you think. And if you watch the show as many times as I have, you have a lot of examples of times when there are lots of different things in life, when they show lots of different personality traits, and it actually makes it very challenging to put them into a house. So Chandler, he's very sarcastic, he's underconfident, he uses it as a way to make himself feel better about himself. He'd rather take the mick out of himself than somebody else do it for him, and the same, he does it to other people. So that, I don't know what house that part goes in. He's also quite intelligent, probably the second most intelligent, I would say, out of all of the group. Chandler actually, surprisingly, even though you wouldn't see it half the time, has a lot of common sense. He teaches Joey about things like money, and he kind of shows him what's right in life. He does have that kind of side to him. Not only that, he is responsible when Monica and him have a child, and his job, even though we never actually find out exactly what his job is, apart from that it's in computers, he does well at. He exceeds at it. So I kind of lean towards Ravenclaw, but his loyalty kind of put me towards Hufflepuff. But now I'm thinking about it, and there isn't much of an argument for Hufflepuff, so I think he's going to have to go in Ravenclaw. And, wait, isn't one of the traits witty for Ravenclaw? I'm guessing we could say that sarcasm, wit, similar. So no, Chandler's going in Ravenclaw. I don't know who you guys' favourite character is, but I honestly love Ross. I cannot understand when people say to me, Ross is the worst character, or I don't like Ross that much. Ross makes the show. Without Ross, it would not be what it is. Honestly, could tell you, I could probably do a video, well I could, about all of the things I love about Ross, the funniest moments. But that's going off topic. The house I place him in is obviously Ravenclaw. He's very bright, he has a lot of intelligence, and that's the main reasons why I put it in there. He loves to learn, Ravenclaws love to learn. You can't get enough of dinosaurs, and that's why he goes in that house. But sometimes his common sense is really lacking. I mean, the sofa going up the stairs, that is like the iconic moment of the whole thing. Stealing things from the hotel, which the hotel owes him. Unagi, there's a lot of examples of Ross being quite dim, but overall, we know he's a clever character. Monica is probably my least favourite out of all of the group, and I'm not sure why. I think it's just that I don't identify with her as much as a character. She's very nitpicky. She needs everything to be right. She is very ambitious. I'm not saying I'm not ambitious, but there are aspects to Monica which I find quite annoying, especially things like ironing wrapping paper, which is a health hazard. She wants to be the best. She wants to succeed at everything she does. She just has a need for it. And that ambition has to put her in Slytherin. She has fantastic leadership qualities. I mean, there are times when she's ran the kitchen in Friends. There's a lot of times where they didn't want her leadership, but she still took the lead at things like their football matches and Thanksgiving. She is like always in charge because she knows her stuff. She'll have lists upon lists, get things done. I think that's Slytherin material. We have 3 less talked about characters. There was more. If you guys enjoy this video, I will do a part 2 sometime, and we will do all of the kind of odd characters from Friends who are probably only in it a couple of times, and we can talk about them. So I've saved that for another time. But we need to talk about now Gunther. Where does Gunther go? And we don't see much of Gunther, let's be honest. We see him behind the cafe. I was going to say bar, it's not really a bar, is it? Basically working at Central Perk. We see him constantly lust after Rachel. We see him getting absolutely nowhere, but he's always plodding on. He's plodding on with his career, if you call that a career, which it is. You see him constantly trying to talk to Rachel in whichever way he can, and he doesn't give up. And that's why I place Gunther in Hufflepuff, because he is hardworking, very dedicated and loyal to Rachel. Easy. That one was easy. We have 2 left. Ursula. She again is not in the programme very much, like barely at all. And what we do see of her, she's horrible. She's like basically Phoebe, but constantly horrible. So that makes it challenging, because then I'm like, I'm basically insulting a house, whichever one I put her in, but we needed to do it. She has no good traits, so all I can go on, I mean, if you have a good trait for Ursula, tell me, because I can't think of one. And I was sat there on my lunch break today trying to think of one, and I really couldn't think. Ursula has to be in Slytherin, and that's only because, hear me out before all you Slytherins get annoyed that I put her in the bad house. We know from Hagrid that he says there wasn't a bad wizard, or there wasn't a wizard who didn't go bad who wasn't in Slytherin. So therefore she has to be in Slytherin, doesn't she? Because she's going to go bad as a wizard. That's why she's in there. That's the reason. Lastly, one of my favourites, and I'm not going to treat you in the video to my Janice laugh impression, which you would all love, but I haven't done it since I was about 13, so I'm not going to embarrass myself. in front of all of you now. But she is a funny character. I do find her very annoying, but also very funny, very confident, very sure of herself. She doesn't care what other people think. You can see that in her dress sense. She's going out in leopard print all the time, which I actually love leopard print. She's doing things that makes her stand out. And she basically knows who she is and she doesn't care. She's not afraid to speak to anyone. She's got a lot of nerve, and she had to go in Gryffindor because there's so many reasons why somebody like that would do well in life, kind of. She's placed in the right place. She is, I don't know if she's brave. I wouldn't say she's particularly brave, but because she's so confident, her confidence just shoots her straight up into the den of the lion. So there's so many more characters I could have done there. And there's different takes and different opinions on this. And that's why it's such a fun video to do, because I really want to hear what you guys think. Friends' characters are awesome, and I could have listed like a page, and actually I could have written an English essay on why each friend deserves to be in each house with evidence and examples, but I didn't have that kind of time. So do let me know what you think of this. And if you want me to sort any other types of characters into Hogwarts houses, I was thinking Disney, I was thinking of some more obscure things, but I need to know what you guys like, otherwise it's not going to work. So give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I'll be back for some shopping videos soon. I'm so excited for you guys to come shopping with me again. I love shopping so much, and I've got some great videos coming up, so do make sure that you don't miss them. I will see you next Saturday for probably, funnily enough, a shopping video. And don't forget to check out in the description the sorting hat, which is probably one of the best Harry Potter purchases you could make. See you soon, guys. Bye.